The most shocking things I have experienced while living in America was the infrastructure, healthcare system, Kensington in Philadelphia. It was the educational system, and it was the amount of unhealthy food that people have access to instead of actually being able to afford a healthy home cooked meal. With that being said, everybody, I thought it would be a kind of interesting to talk about the major differences that I have experienced between America and Germany during the 2 years I have spent in Philadelphia. And what I came across there really was a shocker to me. And I would love to start with the biggest shocker that I have came across, which was Kensington. I did not even know that something like that actually exists in real life and not only in horror movies. I mean, you have people consuming out on broad daylight. You have people passing out, ambulance rushing to them, which was probably nothing new to them. You had children walking past these zombified patients who they were not even scared, which let me know that these babies are used to it. You know, and when I have seen that, I'm like, okay, wait a minute, this is not real. Please tell me this is not real. And my husband has taken me there on purpose just for me to see and experience the difference. And I'm gonna have to say, coming from Germany and looking at the US, and everybody thinks that the American government is, one of the top tier governments. Everybody wants to go to America because it's the land of the free. And then I look at Kensington and I think to myself, how is it that the American government just wants to look so good for everybody else, just has money to fund wars, has money to afford all of these military bases all over the world, but they just do not want to spend any money to help these people out who live out there in Kensington and also other homeless people? We have spots like that here in Germany, such as in Frankfurt City, basically pretty close to the train station. But the difference between America and the German government is that the German government actually is trying to assist these people. They're trying to assist these people, so while they are giving them access to, utensils that they need to consume, so they don't have to use each other's utensils. They get shelter, they get free meals. These people are not trying to be saved from what they are doing out there because the government and governmental employees, they know that these people probably can't be saved. But at least they're trying to help them on a daily basis somehow. Next up are the supermarkets. The very first time I walked into a supermarket, I thought I was at a mall. I thought I was at a mall because everything was so colorful, everything was so big, and the selection was insane. I mean, our supermarkets here in Germany are big too, do not get me wrong, but the amount of chips, the amount of different juices, the amount of different candies, I have never seen something like that my whole entire life before. The thing about it is it was so hard for me to stay disciplined in America because it seemed like I had access to unhealthy food a lot more than I was able to buy healthy foods. I mean, the prices are unbelievable. It was crazy back then. I am sure it is worse now. If I go shopping for myself, since I live in a long distance marriage right now, I shop for myself. I spend around about like 120 euros for everything. I'm talking meat, fruits, vegetables, hygiene products, and water. A good kind of water. The one without the fluoride. I know y'all got a lot of fluoride in your drinks. Anyway, I know that the amount of food that I buy for myself, the same amount in America will probably cost up to $250. That is what my subscribers tell me. Another thing that had caught my attention while living in America is the healthcare system. Over here in Germany, I have never heard of anybody having to pay when they went to go see a doctor at the ER at the hospital. I mean, we would only go to the ER when we cannot take the pain anymore or whatever is going on with us. But then being hit with a bill afterwards, that was a shocker to me. The amount of people I met in America who would still go to work even though they were so sick made no sense to me. These people were as sick as they could have been and still had to go to work because they were not able to afford their medication or even their medical treatment. Compared over here in Germany, your healthcare is for free. If you don't work, then at least the government provides the healthcare for you. So let's say you are sick. The government will most definitely make sure you get your medication. You can go see your doctors, even if you haven't worked a day in your life. you can go get your treatment. The next thing that was kind of a shocker to me, but a positive shocker, was how open the American society is. I mean, they would just talk to you even though they don't know you, they have never seen you before. They would talk to you, ask you how you are doing, and even call you sweetheart. I mean, when my husband goes to a store, the cashier sometimes say, "Good morning, sweetheart, how you doing? Good morning, honey, how are you doing? How is your day going?" If you would do that here in Germany, let's say I'm a cashier and somebody's man is walking up to me trying to pay, and I say, "Good morning, honey," which is the equivalent of Guten Morgen, Schatz, I would catch a case. They would sue me. They would probably sue me for sexual assault because the German society is very, how could I say that? It's hard to crack a German, right? So even though you may see each other every other day at the gym for the past 2 to 3 years, some people still would not greet you just because of the simple fact that they don't know you. But in America, people were kind-hearted, they would talk to you, they'll just be so open-minded. You know, like out of nowhere, they would just start a conversation with you. When over here, it is hard to even have a conversation with somebody sometimes that you know, that you see, just because they feel like, no, I don't know you. Not that they think they're better than you, but they just simply won't talk to you. So that was really amazing. Americans, make sure you stay that way. Guys, last but not least is the sizes of the portions. I mean, excuse me, when somebody would give me a plate of food, whether if it was at a restaurant or at the get-together, I'll be like, wait a minute, it's just me eating. It's just me. I didn't bring no one. It's just me. Who's this plate for? I mean, the amount of food that one person could eat is incredible to me. Where does all that food go? How long does it take you to digest it? And why are you eating it again? You just ate all this food. It's crazy. I mean, me being from Europe, our food platters they're just moderate. You know, you get a little bit of this, you get a little bit of that. But in America, even at the restaurant, humongous sizes of food. And the thing about it is, you would be at an establishment and then you go to the bathroom. The bathrooms are so small. The bathrooms are literally so small. And let's just be honest, guys. There are a lot of people, unfortunately, are overweight in America. We have that problem over here in Germany as well, but it's not as severe as in the USA. So if you have a person that weighs about like 240, maybe 50 or 60 pounds, how do they fit into those small ass public bathrooms is what I would ask myself. I would literally go to the bathroom, just handle my business, and as I'm handling my business, my nose is literally touching the door to the bathroom stall. Okay, my nose is not that long now, but it's just crazy, right? So that was another shocker to me. That's it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you will have a great start into your new week. Tomorrow is Monday, you already know. And let me know in the comment section down below if you have experienced something similar to me. I mean, you could be from America, have came to Germany, and you was like, whoa, wait a minute, this, that, and that was a shocker to me. I would love to know.